I graduated in 2018, class of 2018 to be exact. And with it being 4 years later or 5 or however many it's been, I can truly say that shit was useless. Personally, in the moment, I felt that high school was useless, but I really wasn't sure. You never go to fuck off when man. I always felt like high school was a little useless when I was in it, but I didn't have the knowledge that I do now. But now, since it's been some time since I've left, I could say that shit was useless. I don't know why they had us taking extra math classes and extra English classes that they know that we weren't going to need. Honestly, I feel like school could realistically stop at like 8th grade. Honestly, as long as you know how to read and count, that's not much you really need to do. Like, there's not shit else to do, which I do feel like you should finish high school. You should get your diploma. You spend so many years trying to get there, there's no point. Once you're a freshman, you are quite literally like 70% the way there to getting your diploma. You might as well just go ahead and get that motherfucker now that you're right there. But honestly, the way high school is set up at the moment is fucking useless. There's no world where I need to use geometry or calculus right now in my current everyday life. None of the shit I learned in high school, I don't really remember unless you like showed it to me. But I truly feel like the Pythagorean theorem and y equals mx plus b will never come into play in my everyday life. You don't need it. You didn't need to learn it. I feel like in high school, there was a lot of 17 and 16-year-olds, and even still to this day, I can see a lot of up and coming 17 and 16-year-olds literally not knowing what the fuck they want to do with their lives. And that's a little sad, no? That's a little pathetic, no? It kind of deletes the whole purpose, because high school is supposed to get you ready for the real world. And besides like social environments and group projects, basically teaching you how to work with people that you're probably not gonna like, and working with people of different like attitudes and different personalities, it doesn't really teach you anything besides socially. It just teaches us to be a cubicle drone for everyday life. At least that's what I feel. Personally, high school is useless and still is useless in my opinion, but I'm not gonna just sit here and bitch and not provide an actual solution to the problem of high school and being useless. I feel like you chop down little bad school districts, there should be no school districts with like D plus averages, or people who are like 60%, only 50% or only 30% of the seniors are graduating. There should be no, that shouldn't exist. That shouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like one of the ways you reinvent or revamp high school is to get rid of the regular curriculum. Stop making it mandatory. If someone doesn't want to be a math teacher or whatever, then they shouldn't have to take geometry or pre-calc or any of that extra bullshit. Why the hell do they have to take any of that shit? That shit should be optional. You know what shouldn't be optional? Home economics. Cooking is an essential skill, and you'll always hear somebody say like, oh, cooking is easy, but they don't cook, and it's because they don't know how. You know what I mean? And it's not their fault. You know what I mean? Like, school didn't teach you for some reason. There's no reason why I should have to go on YouTube and look up a recipe. School should teach you basic home recipes for simple shit. At least like cooking meat. Meat is easy as hell. All you gotta do is put salt and pepper usually, and like a couple other things, and then like watch it. You don't even have to do anything besides just make sure it don't burn. You should be taught the basic essentials of what you can cook and eat and feed yourself, so you're not out here just eating ramen noodles and raising your goddamn blood pressure. Everybody nowadays is a DoorDash demon because they don't know how to fucking cook. It's not a common skill when it should have been taught to you if it's getting you ready for the real world. For some reason, they got rid of my home economics class and replaced it with another math class when I was in high school. What the fuck was that? There is no reason why there should be no one who knows how to cook, or this many people who don't know how to cook, or something you have to go do, like learn another language. Like, everyone should learn how to cook. Everyone should know how to cook. Swimming, learning how to swim should be an essential. What if you're in a situation where you need to swim, or you need to at least tread water? There are people who graduated and don't know how to tread water, don't know how to swim. It should be a mandatory to teach you how to swim, so you are able to, you know, at least preserve your life if you are in one of those situations. Why is that not a thing? Here's the thing. Everyone is different. There are some people who are rougher, tougher, and not as book smart as other people. If you want to be an MMA fighter, a boxer, or a wrestler even, there should be classes that teach you how to get into that field, what you should do, you know what I'm saying? Led by people in those professions. There's no reason why, if you want to be an MMA fighter, why you should be taking geometry. There's no reason why you should be taking financial algebra if you want to be the next John Jones. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. There's nothing. I'm not calling people stupid and I'm not calling people slow. But if you genuinely feel like school and books and being book smart is not your thing, you shouldn't be forced to take it. You see what I mean? Because that's what creates people to skip school, because they don't give a fuck, because it has nothing to relate to them. But if you put classes in school, aka high school, if you take those classes and switch them around into like professions that they actually care about, then they'll care about school. They'll stay. There was like a million people in my school who wanted to be a fucking rapper. Maybe they could have had a music production class or a rhythm and poetry class to show you rap history or how rap came about, or to get you hip to different styles of rap, different flows, so it can help you in your music career. Different, how to use FL Studios, aka Fruity Loops, or how to use Band Labs, or how to use any other music making software in order to get your career jump started. There's no reason why the kid who wants to be a rapper and is clearly not book smart, while we're forcing him to be book smart instead of just giving that nigga a mic. If that's what he want to do with his life, then let him fucking do it. But for some reason in high school, we're forced to take this stuff because it's the curriculum. What the fuck is that? What does that even mean? Like, why is it the curriculum? Why is it like the base? Like, why is it that? Personally, I always preached this back in high school, but I feel like every class or all the mandatory curriculum that you just take, you should take that shit leading up. You should take that shit like 8th grade, 7th grade. Take it then. Learn it early. So then high school is just full of a whole bunch of electives that you can learn how to do stuff. You should be forced to take home economics. You should be forced to take at least financial algebra. I feel like financial algebra is pretty, like, it taught you how, like, about bills and balancing checkbooks and shit like that. I feel like shit like that matters. Maybe like financing class to show you how to save money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be shit you had to go to trade school for or anything like that, you know? You shouldn't be forced to learn shit you don't want to learn and go to college and then take a couple extra math classes that you still don't want to take in order to take music production. Why? It makes no sense the way it's set up. If you watch streams, if you watch YouTube, there should be classes that teach you how to edit YouTube videos. Maybe you want to edit your videos like Mr. Beast. Maybe you want to edit your videos like meme videos, you know what I mean? Like dank meme. Maybe you want to edit it like that. It should be classes for people, like it open up different jobs for other people. You know what I mean? They could teach you how to edit videos if you want to be a YouTuber. They could teach you how to use Photoshop, how to make thumbnails. You know what I mean? They could teach you like that. Like, why is that shit not in school? Why the hell is it just some random math classes you don't give a fuck about and you're never going to use in your everyday life? And no teacher could ever answer it because they know it's stupid. They don't even know why the fuck you learning that math. I have yet to hear a teacher answer that question, why do I need to learn this for my everyday life, with a significant answer. It is just some bullshit answer like it's the curriculum. That's terrible. And that's awful that society is just forced to learn some shit that they don't want to fucking learn. But yeah, that's basically my opinion. Basically, I feel like high school should just be a whole bunch of shit that you need to learn, a whole bunch of shit that gets you ready for this outside world, instead of just throwing kids out here with a diploma like, oh, thank God you completed the highest level of math there was. Now you know all the maths. So now you go use all those math knowledge to go work at Pizza Hut. Now go use all that math knowledge and go work at CarMax. But yeah, that was the whole video. I just thought I should speak on that shit. I love y'all. See y'all.
What you mean your feelings gone? What you mean you don't feel the same? What you mean them feelings gone? What you mean you don't fuck with me? I mean, back then you used to be my wife, used to be my life, used to be my everything. Shorty wanna come back in circles, hey, I'm moving on to the next thing. Damn, I'm in shock.